Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody out there doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. With that being said, I have two questions I want to answer that were left behind. But I want to start the video off by acknowledging people in the WhatsApp chat, people who hit me up individually, making me aware of certain things. And as I explained to you, and I'm explaining to everyone else who may be curious, I don't respond to things I don't respect. And if people have a problem with you, it doesn't matter what you put out, right? For the people who don't like you, they're going to believe whatever's said. For the people who get down with you, they're going to research and see that everything that's out there that appears one way is not really what it is. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. When I do stuff, I don't really do it in public. I do it more in private. So that's how I'm choosing to handle that situation. Is not something I'm gonna try to do publicly, but more privately behind the scenes. I'm more into making it a legal document than I am trying to spread something online that can easily be disproven. Okay. Now, with that being said, what's going on, Todd? How you doing today? What is this? Who's your, okay, I don't know what this name is. I don't I don't know what this is, bro. I'm not gonna pull up that name right there. I don't know what that is. Who's your daddy? T. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Okay, what's going on, Todd? All right, so let me get to the two questions that were left behind. The most recent question that I got was a question about the caregiver program. I believe they have the caregiver program and the SMC category confused. Here's what I mean by that. So I'm here in Colombia and I have a caregiver. Now, I don't have a caregiver through the caregiver program. I have a caregiver through me paying for it, me picking out my caregiver because I'm in the SMC category for aid and attendance. That's totally different than being on the caregiver program. When you're on the caregiver program, the money goes to the caregiver and the VA has to approve whoever you're trying to get to be your caregiver. They have to go through classes and training and a bunch of stuff. That's all done through the Department of Veterans Affairs. When you're in the SMC category, the veterans getting paid for aid and attendance, that's completely different. You get to pick who you want to be your caregiver, right? You don't have to have a specific, it doesn't have to be your wife or your friend or whoever. You can pay whoever you want because that money goes to you and then you pay whoever you want to be that person. So that's two completely different programs, right? People getting those things confused. Yeah, when you're in the States and you're in the caregiver program, they're going to do inspections. There ain't nobody doing no inspections here because that's a totally different program. That pays a hell of a lot more depending on where you are in the caregiver program. I mean, in the SMC category, I mean, at minimum, I think it's like $800 more above 100%. And it can go all the way up to, I believe, almost $5,000 more than what you're currently getting. So yeah, it can go pretty high from what you're getting. But when it comes to the caregiver program that's ran by the hospital, you're talking anywhere from 500 all the way up to about 4,500. So completely different situations. What's going on, Mr. Steele? How you doing today? Chilling, finally enrolled in the foreign medical program. Okay, bro. Appreciate that. Getting that information out there. Buenas tardes, Howard. How you doing today? All right. So that's that one. Okay. So that's two different things. The caregiver program, that's the hospital. SMC, that's money goes to the veteran. The veteran gets to make that decision. So Barry's sending me something real quick. He sent me two different things. Okay, I might have to post that, Barry, in a little bit. I'm on my iPad. I can't put it up on this screen. It won't allow me to do it like I do on my laptop. All right. So let's move on to the second part, and it's about taxes. I had a veteran ask on one of my videos, Do all veterans file taxes? No, they do not. Okay. I would venture to say probably 60 to 65% of veterans who are currently receiving VA compensation probably don't pay taxes. That's a guess, but I would guess it's a high number like that. And that's because VA income is considered a gift. You don't pay taxes on your VA income. The people who pay taxes or the people who are like retirees, who are veterans and they're retiree, they got to pay taxes on that retirement income. The veterans who are 100% or whatever percent they are and they're still working, they're paying taxes on that income. Now, the veterans who are receiving VA compensation and Social Security, that's going to depend on how much you're receiving from Social Security. So, for example, for this year, this tax season coming up, if you made, just say you made between, with combined income, because that's another thing people get confused about with Social Security. People are under the impression that it's just what you receive from Social Security, and if you make below 25,000 with your Social Security income, you don't have to file taxes, which is true. But if you have other incomes coming in that are taxable incomes, right, that the government considers taxable income, you combine that with your Social Security, and depending on how much you made that calendar year, you're going to fall in two different categories. You're going to either fall into the 25,000 to 34,000 a year, up to 50% of that income is taxed, or you're going to fall into the category above 34,000 a year, where up to 85% of your income is taxed. So there is a difference. That's why you always hear me talking about I got to watch how much I make, because I'm not trying to go over a certain amount. I'm trying to stay within a certain amount every year because I know what I have to pay in taxes with that amount. When you go above that and beyond that, that's a whole different situation. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? I was just watching your video earlier when you were in Bob Marley's house. I saw that video that you had out earlier, so I was checking that out. But yeah, those are the people who normally pay taxes, okay? Now, you have what's called a non-filer form that you can fill out. And that's for people who don't pay taxes. Like for some of you guys who are not aware of this, there are a lot of veterans out there who file no taxes. They receiving VA and Social Security. They file zero in taxes. They don't even fill out a tax form. They don't have to. They got nothing to file. VA income is considered a gift. And if they're making below 25,000 and they don't have any other income sources coming in, they got nothing to file. What do they have to file? And let's say a veteran's getting 100%, which is what, 3,700, and then let's say you're on Social Security and you're getting 2,000 a month. That's $5,700 you're getting a month, and you're filing zero taxes because you don't qualify. You don't have enough. Like with 2,000 a month, you're only getting 24,000 a year, so you're below 25,000. And with VA, it's a gift, so they're not filing anything. That's $5,700 a month, tax free. That's what they're getting. Now, again, retirees, they got to file taxes because that income from retirement is being taxed. They got to file that. What's going on, Mr. B? How you doing today? You know what? I guess I'll throw the link in the chat if anybody wants to jump on. I got to do a quick bunch of things right here to get it in there. Working with the iPad, it's a little different. All right, that's the link in the chat. Itemizing, yeah. But yeah, getting ready for this tax season, man. I guess that's why that question came up. But no, for a lot of veterans, they're not filing anything. They don't have to file anything. They're not in that category where they need to file taxes at all. At all. But if you are Social Security and you're getting 2,000, and let's say you're doing YouTube and you make, even if you make 1,000 with YouTube, you got to combine that with your Social Security. Now you're gonna get taxed. You make 1,000 on top of that every month. Now you're over that 25,000 because YouTube is taxable income. Now you got to file taxes on that money. And this goes back to trying to hide and not let the government know what you're doing. You may get away with it for a while, but they're going to eventually, it's going to catch up with you. What are you doing, Mr. B? I froze? Am I frozen? Hold on, let me see if I'm frozen. Let me pull it up. Am I froze to everybody else out there? Let me pull this up real quick. Because Mr. B said I'm froze. Because I see myself moving like normal right here. Turn this volume down. Can everybody else see me? Am I frozen to everyone else? Let me pull this up. I'm not froze, Mr. B. Yeah, I'm not frozen. that's your internet. I'm still moving around. I'm looking at myself on my phone, and I see a few people down here. Nope, you're not froze. You didn't freeze. Yeah, you're moving fine. Yeah, he's just trolling. Okay, because I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm not frozen. No. Yeah, I'm looking at myself online. Yeah, Mr. B, you may want to start your computer over. Click off and then click back on because I'm looking at myself online. Everyone else sees me online and everything else is good to go. So, yeah, I don't know what you got going there, Mr. B. Hey, I put the link in the chat, but I had a couple questions from Mike. I don't know if he wants to jump on. I don't know if he's got good enough internet where he is to jump on. You can just do voice. I know you be busy, Mike, but I was curious to know about Jamaica since you're actually in Kingston, and you guys are look like y'all having a ball in Kingston. But I'm gonna speak real quick about the tax situation in Puerto Rico because I had mentioned that Puerto Rico might be the move for me, right? So I've been doing a bunch of research on Puerto Rico, figuring out, okay, the tax situation, what it's going to cost to set it all up, what it's going to cost annually, places to stay, and then is it worth it financially to move to Puerto Rico? And then I watched a few YouTubers who've done it and talked about it, right? So here's my conclusion when it comes to Puerto Rico. Um, it's worth it if you are a company that's probably making at a minimum 250K and above. I can see the benefit of it if you're 250K at a minimum and above. If you're below 250K, I really don't see the benefit of it because it's sold one way in the advertisement, but when you actually dig into the weeds of it, that's not how it really works. Um, when you first set it up, it's probably going to cost you $18,000 to $20,000 just to set up your corporation in Puerto Rico. Then to maintain it, you're probably 10 to 15,000, depends on how you set it up, somewhere in there, and that's yearly cost. The biggest difference though is in the States. I don't know how many of you all ran a business, but in the States, you can run a business like your LLC. You can run a business and not pay yourself a salary. That's how I did it. I didn't pay myself a salary. So I didn't have to worry about individual income taxes when it came to that part. But with this particular setup with Puerto Rico, you have to pay yourself a livable salary, which is taxed at the normal rate. And that's why I say if you're not above like 250K, I really don't see how that benefits you because if you're paying yourself just a normal salary, say you're paying yourself $60,000 a year, even if you're only paying 4% in taxes, by the time you pay your tax and your employees tax, because that's another thing that get caught up in there too, hiring other people. Now, dog, I don't really see it. I don't really see it. Something else about Puerto Rico is that the whole island is an opportunity zone too. Yeah, you're right about that, Todd. Uh, Mr. B, we out and about. Markel, my wife, got me out getting in these steps. Okay, okay, I hear you, Mike. Um, but yeah, after really looking at it, man, and going over all the numbers and seeing everything, and then it's almost not quite, but it's almost like here when it comes to imports and taxes and what it's going to cost to get certain things. It's not like the states. It's U.S. territory, right? It uses the U.S. dollars, got a lot of the U.S. laws, but you're still dealing with imports. Everything that you expect in the United States, you're not gonna get it in Puerto Rico like that. It don't work like that. I've only been to Puerto Rico 2 times, and on vacation, you don't really think about it. You're not really like looking for particular stores and different things when you're on vacation, so you don't really trip on it. But when you're gonna live there and actually live there to stay, the time that's required, which is 6 months out of a calendar year, to say that you are an actual resident of Puerto Rico. There's a lot of things that are missing that's that's not there. And if you're going to get those things shipped to you, it's going to be a fee associated with it. So, that's why you do research on things. You just don't walk into something blind. I looked at it based upon the advertisement that was given at the time, thinking, okay, this sounds like a good deal to get back into doing day trading. And if I don't have to pay any capital gains tax, cool. That's perfect. But once you really dig into the numbers and you really see what the fees are, the maintenance to maintain the business, the hiring of some of the employees there, the paying yourself a livable wage and then paying taxes, regular taxes on that livable wage, yeah, you need to be someone that's really making really good money in order to pull that off with Puerto Rico. Hey, what's up, Evan? How you doing, man? Appreciate that. Yeah, you got to be someone who's really, really doing well as a business, which is why there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires that's got property in Puerto Rico. I looked at one particular area, and yeah, man, it's really nice, but I can't afford to live over there in that one particular area. I think a property just to play on the golf course, I think it was 100 to 200,000 a year. To buy a house inside that community, I think the lowest one was maybe $3.5, $4 million. Um, it looked nice, but yeah, I think you need to be somebody probably at that level to really benefit from Puerto Rico's tax incentive. And if anyone is wondering, it's under what they call Section 60, which is broken into two parts, Section 20 and Section 22. So when you look all that up, man, you'll see, and then just start breaking down the numbers and see if it'll work for you. But I know for me looking at it, you know, minimum 250K, you could probably make it work for you where you can save maybe $20,000, $30,000 a year. But less than that, I don't really see the benefit because either it's going to be a wash or you may be a couple $1,000s ahead, but that ain't enough for me to move to Puerto Rico for 6 months. That ain't enough. Any other questions, guys? Those were the only questions that I had. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that about Puerto Rico. Any other questions while I'm here, guys? More than happy to try to answer for you guys. Um, and that'll probably be it. Oh, one other thing. If you guys know anyone who is on supplemental security income, you need to go to Social Security's website. They have a thing now where they help people who are on SSI. I don't know if the VA does it yet, where they help people with internet service and getting a computer. So there's a program that they have. I can't think of the name of it right now. Uh, internet program. There's a program that Social Security offers to help people on SSI. I cannot. Oh, okay, hold up. It's called the Affordable. One second. It's called the Affordable Connectivity Program, ACP. And they put money towards your internet bill, and they also pay for those who qualify for household on qualifying tribal lands up to $75. So for anyone that you may know on SSI, okay, I don't know how much maximum they need to make, right? But I know if they're on the SSI program, they can get this Affordable Connectivity Program. So they recognize in today's society, most people do everything online, whether it's shopping online, conducting business online, paying bills online, whatever it may be. So this is a program that the government has for people on SSI, and to also help them buy a computer. I forgot how much they give toward a computer or a tablet. It may be $100, $200, something like that. But if you go to Social Security's website, you look up the what's it called again? The Affordable Connectivity Program. That's what it's called. Have them go to SSI, look that up, see if they qualify to get that $30 credit on whatever their internet bill is. And then they can qualify. It's either $100 or $200 toward a tablet or a computer. That's the extra. Let's see. Man, I should hope my SSDI gets approved. Yeah, I hope for you as well. Best of luck to you on that. Can you hand walk your FMP paperwork into the VA? You can take them the form. They got to mail it. They may mail it off for you because the actual office where it's located, Mike, is in Colorado, right? You can fax it in. You can mail it in. Those are the only ways I know. I don't think they have an email address you can send it into. But as far as hand walking it into what, like a hospital, clinic, or company pen office, I mean, you could take it to them. It's up to them whether or not they'll decide to send it off. But as far as like going to FMP themselves, no, no. I'm not aware of anyone that's ever done that. No, Mike, that's a new one for me. I'm not aware of that. Any other questions, guys, before I get off here? Any other questions you guys have pertaining to any of this stuff? But again, for SSI recipients, if you know anybody on SSI, Affordable Connectivity Program, ACP, to help them get $30 off. Holidays coming up, people are gonna be asking. So here you go, how you can help somebody out. All right. Other than that, man, it looks like that's gonna be all the questions. I'm gonna give it to 25 minutes exactly, then I'll shut it down if there's no other questions. But again, guys, I appreciate everybody watching as always. Let's see. Hi, I heard Puerto Rico was fairly affordable. That's all going to depend. Like in San Juan, when I looked at apartments in San Juan, on average, I'm talking in San Juan on what was it called? Isla Verde, I think of what it's called. It was about, for a one bedroom, 12 to 15, two bedroom, 13 to 18, somewhere in there in Puerto Rico. It's going to depend on where you are on the island. It's like here. Medellin may be one price, but if you go outside, outside into the department or in the interior, as some call it, it's going to be a much different price. So you're inside the city. Anytime you're inside the city, it's going to cost more. When you're outside the city, it's going to be less. So when you say affordable, I mean, it all depends on what you consider to be affordable. If $1,800 is affordable for you, or if you're talking $800-900, you more than likely talking about outside the city. Because Puerto Rico is not cheap. It's not as expensive as Florida, It's most places in Florida, but I'm not telling you that it's like super cheap to live in Puerto Rico. No, it is not. Have you checked out the newest DJI drone with the two cameras? Yeah, I bought a new drone. I have the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Um, I don't even know if I'm going to use it though. I have it in the box. It was kind of a Christmas gift to myself, but I may end up sending it back um, because there's nothing really wrong with my other drone that I've had for the last 4 years. I still am flying that one. So I bought that one thinking that I wanted a smaller drone, but in reality, there's nothing wrong with the one I got. I just wish the one I got, I could use that remote with the display like this one has. But for what I spent to get it, that's my problem. Honestly, my problem is not the drone, it's what it costs. After I sat back and I really thought about it, because I spent, hold up, I can't pull it up on here. I spent $1,063 for that drone. $300 of that, bro, was the taxes just to get it here. And I'm like, I still got a week to decide if I'm gonna keep it or not. But I think I'm gonna send it back. That's too much. That drone should have only been like $700 some dollars. 1,063. I paid over 300 and whatever it was. It ain't worth it. My drone is still fine. I'm gonna do what Mike and a couple other people suggested. Just take some time during the year, figure out everything I want from the States, fly to the States one time for like 2 or 3 days, get everything I want, and then fly back. Because for what you pay in taxes for just sending stuff here, bro, you can go fly to the States, round trip, stay in a hotel room, rent a car, pay for the gas for the car, come back, and still have a few $100s in your pocket. It's crazy what they charge here for imports. But I get it, they got to pay those taxes. That's a lot, but sadly, everywhere prices are going up. Yeah, that's true. What up, Mr. B? The state of California in the house, and the house is packed. Hey, I saw you guys on WhatsApp messing with Mr. B about the Eagles and the 49ers. I told Mr. B, go back and watch that video. I said, Mr. B, if the 49ers get up, the Eagles ain't coming back. It's not going to be like those last few games where the Eagles let these large leads come and then they come rolling back. You're not going to do that with the 49ers. Oh, I got you. Dang. Oh, yeah, bro. See, that's a part of, and for those that live abroad, that's a part that people don't talk about, right? Is imports, taxes, and what it costs to get stuff here, bro. That's a real thing, and a lot of people don't talk about that, man, because that's not something that's a plus in people's feather about living abroad. When you live abroad, like a lot of these warranties, right, that you get on these products that you buy, like with Apple Care. When I bought that phone here, I couldn't even get Apple Care for that phone because I bought it here. Now, had I bought it in the States, I could get it. Because I bought it here, Apple doesn't even recognize it. The only thing I got on this phone, dude, is the 1 year warranty. That's it. Even though it sends me the thing saying, okay, you're eligible for Apple Care. I hit it up and it says, where's your location? And it sees it on the phone. Oh, you're in Colombia. Oh, no, we don't cover that. I'm telling y'all, dude, that's one of the biggest things people don't tell you guys about when you live abroad, or at least here, and most of the countries around here, is those import taxes. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, yes, that's what you have to do. So, like this upcoming year, I'm gonna take 1 month when everything comes out that I want to get, and I'm gonna just fly to the States, pick it up, and then come back because that's the other part of it, dude. It sucks that even with trade-ins, any of that, you no, whatever you see in the States is for the States. It ain't for here. Like if you see a deal on Samsung, oh, we'll give you $900 and you pay $99 for a trade-in. You come here and tell them that. They're gonna look at your head like you crazy. What? No, that's for America. That ain't for here. They may give you, hold up. The true story. I got the Z Flip 4 and I wanted to trade it for the Z Flip 5. I went to the Samsung at Monterey Mall. I said, how much would you give me this for this on trade? It ain't even a year old, like the other phone that just came out. And the lady was like, 1 million is, it was like 1,350,000, something like that, which was the equivalent of about, it was less than $400 they wanted to give me for that phone. Where Samsung in the US was giving $900, and you only had to spend $99 to get the newest one. And I'm going, man, no, I'm good. And the price is way higher here than it is in the States. That same phone I paid $699 for, it's $1,200 here. $1,200. No BS. The Z Flip, what's how much is the Z Flip in the States? I think it's 1,800, right? In the States for the Z Flip 5. Here it's almost $2,600 easily. Like, oh dog, I'm good. I'm good. Same with the iPhone, man. I'm like, ain't no, and for those of you who be like, man, how come it's so hard for people here to get stuff? That's why. It's like they gotta hold on to stuff that they get here, bro. For example, I have a friend who recently financed a pair of shoes. I had never heard that. I've heard people putting shoes on layaway and then going back and picking them up. But I ain't never heard of people financing shoes. A pair of how much were they? Like 60 some dollar shoes. They financed them for like a year. They're gonna end up paying $200 for those damn shoes because of the interest rate at 18 or 20% or whatever she said it was. I'm like, man, it's bro, it's hell. It's hell. It is hell. Um, that's why a lot of people here go to El Centro, because El Centro is where the cheapest stuff, well, one of the places where the cheapest stuff is that you can get without having to finance everything. Now they finance there too, but from my understanding, because I don't go there, but from my understanding, a lot of people go there to just buy stuff because it's much cheaper there than going to any of these malls. Man, y'all come here, you go to Santa Fe or Oviedo's, and you talking about buying clothes and shoes. Man, if you ain't got a credit card that got at least $10,000 plus limit on it, you ain't buying much out of there. You ain't getting much. Financing shoes, yeah, man, they got a lot of that here. It's the same concept in the States, man. It's more prevalent among the poor than it is anywhere else. Right here in Poblado, they got a car lot that's basically a buy here, pay here car lot, full of Mercedes and BMWs, all for them extranjeros to go right there and finance a car. And I think it's at 27 or 30% interest. And I'm going, bro, you got to be out of your mind. You think I'm gonna finance a car 27, 30%? Ain't happening, dog. That is not happening. Yeah, financing is the new trend. A lot of flights can be financed as well. During the online checkout man, I'm not financing no man, bro. That's a clear sign right there. Don't go. You shouldn't even go. If I gotta finance the flight, how long do they finance it for, Howard? What's the term? Is it like a year, 2 years? Because I'm telling y'all, dude, companies here make a killing. Interest rates is not like in the States where they got limits on interest rates. Man, you hear some of the craziest interest rates. Like even when I'm buying, like financing a phone, and I'm not doing that here no more. Uh, when I finance a phone, I did that to build credit. Like I have a pretty good credit line with Claro and Tigo. When I get my other ID, I'll be able to open up credit lines with all the other stores. I only got it with three places: Claro, Tigo, and Exito. I got credit lines. But the interest rates, I did not realize the interest rate on that phone I bought was 16% because I didn't even look at the contract. It was 16%. I said, now I'm good. Any other one I want, I'm gonna just pay for it cash. That's one of the advantages, though, I will say, uh, of living abroad is you really don't have to pull out your credit card to get a lot of stuff. Most things here, I'm able to just buy, whether it's airline tickets, hotel, whatever I want to get, whatever, I can just pay for it. Now it might be, you know, more than half what it costs me in the States, but I'm able to do that easily. Uh, you said that, Howard. That's crazy to do that, man. Hey, people trying to travel, I guess. Let's see. I have no idea how long. I've never done it. Just seen the finance option. The last two times I booked flights. Is that with Howard? Is that with just American companies like airlines like Spirit, JetBlue, Delta, or is that with any airline like the Aerojet? I haven't seen. I didn't see that on Avianca though. When we went to Santa Marta, of course, I wasn't looking for it. I don't know. I don't know if I might have missed it, but I don't recall seeing an option like that on Avianca. No, I didn't. On Laytan, I don't remember seeing nothing like that either. And I haven't flown an American flight over 3 years, so I don't know about those. Let's see. Yeah, it's very crazy, but people can't afford the whole payment. Do it. They're actually paying way much more with those high, crazy interest rates. Crazy. Oh, bro, I'm sure if they financing $400, $500, man, the interest rate got to be over 20%. Probably 25, 26%. Nothing wrong with a low cost rod with a high class walk. Right, exactly. Oh, Aerojet sells that? Bruh, I never even noticed it. They offer financing for those cheap flights. Well, to us, it'll be cheap. I mean, I can see that because things here that you wouldn't think you could finance, like those shoes, like clothes. Certain stores here, like Flamingo. Flamingo's one. If you Google Flamingo here in Medellin, they're a buy here, pay here store. There's another one that starts with an A. I can't think of the name of it, but they're a buy here, pay here store. Bro, you can finance one shirt, one T-shirt if you wanted to, if you ain't got the money. And I don't know what the interest rate is or the length of time, but man, yeah. Let's see. It's with any airline, those agencies or website promote the financing institutions during the checkout. So if the website promotes uh, types of things, okay, it's the website that promotes that type of thing. Okay, man, I ain't never seen, I ain't never seen that. What up, LJ? How you doing, man? So damn, Howard, it's people out there financing flights. Now I have heard of people doing it with PayPal. Like, you know how PayPal will offer you, I don't know if it's 60 days or 90 days interest free. I can't remember which way it goes. But I remember a guy telling me once he used to finance his flight and his hotel stay on PayPal because it was something like 60 days or 90 days interest free. So he would have 3 months to pay it back without interest. And that's how he would fly to all these different places. Uh, let's see. Miss you payment, long way down. Oh, miss your payment, long way down. Yes, sir. Talking to LJ. Yeah, man. I look at it like this, guy. Real talk. I look at it like this now since living here. In the States, different story. States, you got the credit, you finance whatever. I don't even care. What's the shortest term and how much is it? All right, cool. Let me get that. But here, that's the one thing I can say here, honestly. And like I said, I just did that with those phones to establish credit. But here, most things you don't even have to worry about financing. That's like the one really cool thing here is like pretty much anything you want to do, everywhere you want to go, you just pay it right then and there. No wonder so many people now broke as hell but looking rich. Yeah, I mean, you think about it, man. But that tripped me out when she told me she financed her shoes. I would finance your shoes. Whoa, how much would it? I'm thinking she bought, 300, $400 pair of shoes. The shoes like 60 some dollars. But see, in the 80s, when you was broke and you looked it, you were broke and you looked like you were broke. Yeah, I mean, now I have seen this, Howard. I've seen on Amazon where what's it called? Affirm. On Amazon, when you go to checkout and they say your payment options, you can pay with your card or you can finance it with Affirm. That's one of those buy here, pay here. I get I blocked it. I used to get an email when I bought my camera from the camera store, B&H. There was some company, I don't know how they got my email, probably from them. They kept sending me something about uh, financing a camera. I can't think of who it is, but it's like, dude, if I can't pay for it, I ain't supposed to have it. Uh, I remember when you needed cash to buy a car, or you was driving a used, worn out car. Yeah, yeah. Hey, let's see. The ladies are not the same over there. The ladies in Jamaica, not everyone got a BMW and a Mercedes. Even if they got, let's see, now everyone's got a BMW and a Mercedes, even if they got no job. I don't know how they pulling that off, man. Maybe during income tax season, claim somebody's kid, get a nice income tax return, and then just go buy some used car somewhere. And hey, you got it, I guess. I don't know how that works no more in the States, man. I've been out of the loop in the States for a while, but I know here the big thing that most people try to get, man, are motorcycles. They trying to get a scooter. They try to get some kind of motorcycle here, and those things are super easy to finance. And I do mean super easy. I'm sure they don't look like it. Okay, they look a little different. Hey, I had to refer to Howard on that when it comes to Jamaica. I don't. Well, Mike's there. I don't know anything about Jamaica, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything about Jamaica. You said that Mercedes or Beamer is parked. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, man. Hey, holiday season, man. Don't y'all go broke trying to buy gifts. Don't y'all go broke trying to show off and be that favorite uncle or that favorite grandfather or whatever. Man, get what you can afford and keep it moving. Get what you can afford and keep it moving. Do not try to be the hero and broke. What do you think about all the migrants in the USA? I mean, I don't blame people for trying to go to make a better living for themselves, but just go try to do it the legal way if possible. And I know that's a lot easier said than done coming from me because I'm able to maneuver in a lot of these countries. But I mean, it's tough. It's a tough situation because you hear it all the time when you're around people. Sometimes they hear like the American dream and they want a piece of it. And it's tough. You got people who will make their way to Mexico, find a coyote, get them across. But I always wonder with people like that, it's like, okay, well, what kind of life do you really think you're going to live being illegal in the United States? Because whatever job you get, you at whoever's mercy. And they ain't necessarily got to pay you what they would pay someone who's legally there. So on the one hand, I understand why they do it. On the other hand, it's like you might be in a worse situation going there than you are here, because you're gonna be at whoever's mercy. Whoever's taking care of you, whoever's helping you, you at their mercy, pretty much. A whole lot different, but they have good vibes here. Okay, you laughing about it? Good people. Let's see. Yeah, they be on them scooters heavy here in Mexico too. They will move a whole couch on a motorcycle, bro. We didn't show videos, man. Bruh, my man got a refrigerator on top of his head, whole refrigerator. I've seen propane tanks, refrigerators. Um, Hell, Howard showed one. My man balancing the man balancing the refrigerator, a blow up swimming pool, bro. You see it all. You see it all. Things that you never think were possible. They figure out a way to do it. The migrants are European overstaying their visas. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. They got sanctuary cities now. Sanctuary city in the U.S. What's going on, Mr. Collins? This favorite uncle doesn't celebrate holidays. Ain't getting into why, but I have more money in your pocket after those 1 day holidays. I hear you, bro. I'm just saying, man, because I'll normally get someone hits me up and go, "Hey, can I get an advance on my VA? Can I get an advance on Social Security?" And it's like, well, I'm trying to buy these gifts, or I'm trying to get this, or trying to do that. And it's like, man, don't go broke trying to impress people. I actually like the vibe, but I'm not feeling the attitude. Okay. Uh, you finally talk like you got some sense. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this is the land of get it done. Okay. Yep, here in the USA, sanctuary cities for migrants. Okay. Uh, Change your number and address. The beauty is not there. In Jamaica, man, what y'all talking about? There got to be some bangers in Jamaica. And I'm doing great. Okay, cool. Man, there got to be bangers in Jamaica. What y'all talking about? Mike's in Kingston. There got to be bangers in Jamaica. There bangers all over the South here, Latin America, and the Caribbeans. No. In Jamaica, man, I bet Howard will argue with y'all all day about that. Let me see. We'll pull up something. Yeah. Man, I don't know where y'all looking. Y'all don't know where y'all looking at. But yeah, yeah. Uh let's see. I'm here for the food and I have my sand with me. Bad gals and y'all man. Oh, they do have some nice ones here. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what LJ talking about. Let's see. I've been there 4 times. Nope. Jamaica, man. I don't know where you were. Where were you at, LJ in Jamaica? Where were you at? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's some bad Jamaicans for real. Seven thick as all ever. Okay. LJ said he was all over. Okay. Hey, everybody has their own opinion. It's all good. LJ, they must not be your taste. Yeah. I mean, hey, everybody's different, bro. Everybody's different. Completely different. So what one man likes, the next one may not. It is what it is. Uh, nursing homes? What are you talking about, Mr. B? A nursing home? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm getting ready to get off, man. I've been on almost an hour. Let's see. Folks need to understand what a damn APR is what you're paying car lots, not on the car show. Women about April paying car lots 4,000 for 3 years. I told her you paying for 4 cars. Roll it to me. Roll it into one. Hold up. A woman. Wait. What you paying the car lot on the car show? Women about April paying car lot 4,000 for 3 years. Oh, you talking about those buy here, pay here lots? Okay. Yeah. Remember that story? That lady bought a Ford, some kind of Ford car. She gonna end up paying like $30,000, and the car was like 20 some years old, only worth maybe 5,000. She all on Instagram and everywhere, smiling, all excited about the car, man. She gonna buy that car if she pay it off. She gonna buy that car like 6 times. That's those buy here, pay here lots. That's just not his personal preference then. Yeah. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's different. What one person sees, the next person may be like, nah, I'm good on that. It is what it is. Yeah, Howard Cooper. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody has their own flavor. Everybody has their own taste. It is what it is, dude. But all right, guys, let me go ahead and get off, man. Just wanted to come on real quick, the quick live, answer those questions regarding taxes for veterans, who pays taxes, and answer the question about the caregiver and the difference between the caregiver program and being in the SMC category. And then everything else we covered in between. But all right, guys, hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. Be sure you guys stay safe out there. It is the holiday season. You got to be extra careful. There are a lot of thieves out there, people looking for any opportunity to take advantage. Um, Never give out your information. I had a situation here where someone tried to get my information on WhatsApp, never even looked at the apartment or saw anything. Hey, let me get your bank account. Let me get your ID, all your information, and then we'll set up the appointment to see the apartment. It's like, okay, wait on it. But anyway, though, that's it, guys. Let's see. Good live. You all have a blessed one. Appreciate it, Mike. I'm out. Peace. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.